What is your view on crude? Short term, medium term, and long term?
Okay. Well, I am one of those people who believes in fundamentals of supply and demand. Geopolitics can change things. Paper markets can move things short term. But the fundamentals still are key, and that is supply demand. So let's look at demand. This year, the demand for oil is growing by 1.8 million barrels per day. Last year, it was 2.6 million. So this year is slower. Why is it slower? Part of it is because last year was also a big part of it was COVID recovery. And COVID recovery is almost done. Not quite. By the end of this year, we'll be 100% done. But so this year, 1.8 million barrels per day will be the growth. You referred to China. China has an important role. Last year, Chinese demand growth was 1.6 million barrels per day. This year is only 400,000 or 500,000. Next year, 300,000. Year after, 200,000. And then Chinese demand will peak by 2027, 2028. This is a very different story from India, where the demand will not peak until 2040 or 45. And so in this demand growth, of course, the supply management becomes very important. And supply management is done by the Middle East countries, OPEC countries, plus, of course, non-OPEC countries, which are part of the same grouping, headed by Russia. So they have withheld 6 million barrels per day from the market. So if you put that 6 million barrels per day back to the market, the situation would be very different. But they intend to manage the market, and they're doing a great job managing the market by keeping the prices stable. So we're looking at the prices $90 to $95 a barrel by the end of this year. And next year, maybe a little bit lower, $75, $85. And medium term, the demand growth continues to grow. Maybe 6 million barrels per day more demand is there to be achieved before we reach a peak in the early 2030s. And after we reach a peak, it will be very flat demand. It's not going to collapse by any means. So these ideas that somehow the renewable energy will come in and because of carbon issues, the demand will collapse, is certainly not true. Everybody promised carbon neutral by 2050. That cannot be achieved. I think India's 2070 is much more reasonable and achievable than many of the 2050 stories. So basically, oil demand will peak and flatten and begin to come down. But by 2045, 2050, our demand is about the same as this year. So we don't have a situation that suddenly we are out of the oil age very quickly. It will take 30, 40, 50 years for that to happen.